Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is just gonna kind of be like a after Thanksgiving lazy girl soft glam. I am gonna be starting off with my Estée Lauder Double Wear foundation and my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just going to be applying that straight onto the sponge and just dabbing it on my face and blending. Also, I did wash my face really good prior to this makeup application, just because usually if you wash your face, as you should, it will make the makeup application look a lot better and a lot smoother. And here coming up, I poke my eye out with my beauty sponge and my nose ring falls out pretty much at the same time, and it was just, I was having a day. So I am placing this Maybelline Fit Me concealer under my eyes, in the middle of my forehead, my chin, down the bridge of my nose, my smile lines, and my Cupid's bow, just in my normal places. And a little PS, if you will, this eye makeup, you know, I'm calling it a lazy girl kind of after Thanksgiving, you're too full to even move off the couch, that type of thing. It may look a lot harder from the pictures than it actually is from my Instagram, because, you know, I always do a little sneak peek on my Instagram. But it really is really easy, and you guys will see that. But I just wanted to throw it in there. It's a lot easier than it looks, I promise. Picking up my Revolution Pro translucent powder and my Real Techniques, I think this is a concealer brush, and I use it to brighten more than use it as a face powder, just because it is such a light powder on me, and I'm kind of fair. I have my days, and I just kind of use it as a brightening powder, and it works perfect. It blurs out almost everything and makes everything looks very smooth. So I kind of put it in my normal areas where I do my concealer, which is under my eyes, forehead, chin, nose, smile lines, Cupid's bow, that whole shebang. So that's what I use it for, and it works perfect. And just brushing through my eyebrows. And let me tell you the reason why I use a toothbrush. I've never really said this, and it's because, of course, it's not as precise as a regular spoolie, and that's what I kind of like. Since a brush panel is thicker, it kind of diffuses my brows a little bit and makes them thicker and not so precise, and that's kind of my logic behind it. And so I'm going to be using my Manny MUA Lunar Beauty makeup palette in Greek Goddess, and I'm going to be picking up this shade, and honestly, it is so beautiful. It's kind of like a nude color, but with a little bit of a pink undertone, I would think, and it is beautiful. My camera doesn't do it justice, but I'm just using this shade with the Anastasia Beverly Hills two-ended brush, and I'm using the fluffier side and blending that into my crease. Now I am picking up this flatter brush and I am using my CoverGirl True Blend foundation. This foundation is a little bit lighter than the Estée Lauder foundation that I put all over my face, so I just thought it would kind of do good for a little bit of a diffused cut crease. So I put a little bit on my brush and dab it on the bottom part of my lid, look up, kind of roll my eyes back and forth, and then it kind of leaves me a trail of where to start that concealer to kind of cut that lid. It's not going to be a very sharp cut crease, which is why I think it makes it a little bit easier. I'm just kind of diffusing it and I'm drawing that concealer outwards, kind of like a cat eye, but with foundation. I am also using this technique so that way whenever I go to lay down the eyeshadow that I put right on top of this concealer, it will stand out, make the pigment more brighter, and just look more vibrant. Picking up the shade Athena in this Greek Goddess palette, and I am using my finger instead of a brush, and I am using that to lay down the eyeshadow right there on top of the concealer. And here I'm just going back in with the brush I used to lay down the concealer and just kind of cleaning up the bottom edges of my eye so that way there's no fallout and it doesn't look messy and it looks just a little bit cleaner. And here I'm just kind of going back in with that shade Athena and going over that lid color one more time and dragging it backwards, just like I did with that concealer, just to give the edge of the eye a little more pop as well. Now here, I really can't see the name of the shade, but as you can see, it's a very shimmery, reddish, kind of maroon, deep red shade. And I am taking a more dense, fluffier brush. This is actually a Naked Two-Winded brush from Urban Decay. And I'm placing that right on top of where I put the concealer in that color Athena. And I'm just doing this step right here to kind of deepen my crease a little bit, but also bring in a little bit more color and bring back some life. Taking this angled brush and just picking up the kind of dark brown black shade in that palette, and I am tightlining my upper lash line and dragging it into a wing. My camera does cut off here a little bit, so you'll just kind of see this part, but it's just the same as making a wing with eyeshadow. I just like this technique with eyeshadow because it is softer. It's not as sharp. I'm kind of into this diffused kind of blown out glam recently. So yeah, and I'm taking my Real Techniques kind of fatter blending brush, and I'm picking up that nude kind of bone shade in that palette, and I am placing it right there on my brow bone. And now I'm just prepping my lashes and curling them for mascara. Again, I would have lashes for this look, but I just don't. Again, don't come for me, please. But I did find this mascara. It is the Stila mascara. I'm not 100% sure what name it is. I am not at home while I'm doing this voiceover right now, but I will link it in the description down below. And I really like that mascara because it leaves your lashes so full, especially if you don't have falsies at the time. And then I'm taking that Maybelline Great Lash Mascara, and it is amazing for the bottom lashes, a little bit thinner wand, and that's what I'm doing right here. Back onto the face, I am taking my Maybelline Super Stay powder and my Real Techniques powder brush and just hitting those places that I did not hit with that Revolution Pro powder, just so that everything looks smooth together. And I don't really put that much powder on anyways. I'm just kind of dusting this on my face. I don't like a very powdery, cakey look, if you know what I mean. Pulling out my Maybelline City Bronzer and my Eco Tools bronzer brush, and just doing exactly that, bronzing my face in my normal areas. You will see me pull out this powder brush like 10,000 times, and that's because I'm really scared of choppiness and harsh lines, so yeah, sorry. And taking my Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills and my Real Techniques contour brush, getting every last bit of product from that darkest shade in there, and I'm using that shade to contour my cheeks, forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and right there on my jawline. and pulling out my Morphe cheek palette, and I am mixing two colors together. One is the lightest shade and one is the more kind of hot pink shade, and I'm mixing them together just to make the perfect little cocktail of blush color. And I'm just putting that on my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and just doing a little swiping situation on my chin. I've gotten into this habit now of using my facial spray, which is my Mario Badescu lavender and chamomile, I think. And I do that right before I put on my highlighter. It seems to make my highlighter pop so much more. And I do go back and be a little extra and put some more on after that. Oh, hey, Alice. But I am taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit once again and picking up that champagne color, which is my favorite type of highlight, by the way. And I am just placing that on my normal spots, the high points of my cheek, down the bridge of my nose, above my eyebrows, and my Cupid's bow. And you'll also see me, whenever I'm doing my cheeks, kind of bring it up over and under my eyebrows. Just whenever the light hits and the sun hits, it looks so beautiful. Also taking that highlight shade and putting it more focused right there underneath my brow on top of that highlight for my brow bone. And I'm taking it on my finger and placing it right there in my tear duct to open and awaken my eyes as well. Now I had to whip out my favorite lipstick, favorite formula, favorite shade of all time, which is this Milani Naturally Chic lipstick in shade 25, and it is very loved and very used, but I can't help it. It's my favorite, and I'm using that as my main based lipstick. And then right on top of that, I will be using my MAC Lip Glass lip gloss and just putting it right on top to add some kind of glitter and some definition to it as well. And this is the final look, you guys. I had a lot of fun creating this. I think this is very pretty and pretty eye-catching as well. And it was very easy, very quick to do. This video is a lot shorter than my usual ones. So I was very proud of myself and I loved how it turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and shout out Stephanie Letta. I love you guys, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.